All right, the world of social media and TikTok especially has become a little out of line. Everyone on the right preaches freedom of speech. They bitch about gag orders when, Trump was in trial and threatening everybody and giving personal information out of jurors and witnesses and all that other stuff and, stirring the pot. And yet these same people get so insulted when you say something on a live or that they disagree with that they're mass reporting you and getting your accounts taken away. There are so many people that are just flat out hypocrites. And they're saying the violence is from the left and all this other stuff. There are death threats and random stupidity coming mainly from the right. I have yet to see someone on the left send a instigated threat to someone on the right. Who I am and where I come from, I'll fight back. I'm not afraid of anybody, never have been, never will be. But one of my friends here on TikTok actually got physically jumped recently. And it was over political beliefs. This is supposed to be the United States. We are all supposed to have the freedoms to say what we want, feel like what we want, and do what we want. That includes every color under the rainbow or over the rainbow, because we're all supposed to be living our own lives without forcing it on anybody else. And we could go and this and that and talk about the little things like unisex bathrooms and whatever. And yes, there's debates to be had. There's genuine feelings, pro-life, pro-choice. There's genuine discussions to be had. But at the soul of it all, we are all Americans. We are all needing to start respecting other people's opinions, especially the ones that don't agree with you, because you may not be right. They may not be right. It's an adult decision to recognize that we are all human and we could all be incorrect. But if you're blindly following somebody and you don't bother looking into evidence, paperwork, and you get pissed off because someone says, Donald J. Trump has these things with children, and you don't bother looking if there is in fact evidence about Donald Trump doing things with children, and you get angry and you go after someone and you cause physical harm or complain about their thing and have them taken off, you are attacking someone's freedom of speech. And guess what? They may be 100% correct. You may be 100% wrong. Why? Because you choose not to be informed. You choose not to do the homework to find out whether or not you're right or wrong. You jump right to the political podium speech and the politically driven anger, and you've let it take you over. So you affect someone else's free speech. The same thing you were bitching about when your Cheeto von Schitzenpants wasn't allowed to badmouth people during a court trial because you didn't believe in the court trial. Well, I got a question for you. When you say you don't believe in the court trial, and you're saying that the court trial, all these legal things are all democratic oaths and there's nothing to them, I need to ask you simply, how do you know? Have you read any of the evidence? No? Then shut the hell up. Then you don't know the facts. If you don't bother looking into something, you have no right to be angry while you defend it, because you don't know if you're right or wrong. So be an adult. Be a responsible patriot. Are you ready for this? Put America first like you pretend to. And research what you're bad about. Research what you're bitching about. And by all means, definitely find out whether or not you're correct or incorrect before you take physical action against somebody else. It's number one, they have a difference of opinion of you. That's all it is. Suck it up, Buttercup. Did they hurt your feelings, but you called them a snowflake? And you'll physically threaten them, you'll physically go after them, put their families in danger. Why? Because they disagree with you? Even though they may be correct, they may be right, and you may be 100% wrong. But you'll say America first. But that's not America first. That's politician first. That's Trump first. That's whoever's you're on your knees in front of. But you're going to start getting tough guy, and you're going to start threatening people, and you're going to go after people and physically hurt people. You deserve the heaviest level of justice. Because that's not just ignorance, that's willful ignorance. Because you're choosing not to research something before you do something really, really stupid. So my friend, Jeff, I'm sorry this stuff happened to you. And all of you out there that are getting threatened, that feel like you're in danger, you feel like your account's in danger because these people don't know how to handle the freedoms they pretend to care about. They're not adult enough to accept somebody's differences of opinion. And because you think differently, not only are you wrong, but you deserve to be punished. That's very 1930s, 1940s of you. Maybe Germany style. Is that what you want for this country? Mr. and Mrs. America first? Is that what you're pretending you're going to be? Because that's not what I want for this country. And that's what true patriots do not want for this country. So if that's what you want, go to another country. May I suggest North Korea, Russia? Viktor Orban comes back and forth from Mar-a-Lago. Now it seems like every other month or every couple of months, just jump on his plane. Go back with him. Be a good soldier. But don't you dare go after true Americans just because you disagree with them. It doesn't make you right, and it doesn't make you a tough person. It doesn't make you a badass. It makes you the opposite. It makes you a snowflake with such fragile feelings you can't handle when someone disagrees with you. It makes you somebody who's so weak that a debate online or a debate on TikTok or a post that you don't like causes you to actually lose all civility and patriotism for this already great country. And that freedom you so pretend to cherish, you're willing to take away from another person and physically, financially hurt them because you just think you have that right. Well, you're not the only ones with guns. Sorry, pew-pews. You're not the only ones who can defend themselves. But you go after someone for no reason, there is an army behind them. A big one. So just think before you move. Because nowadays, all it takes is one stupid move. Educate yourselves before you get angry. Make sure what you're angry about is actually a fact. Otherwise, you getting angry just speaks volumes about you. If you're not going to bother to do that, don't call yourself a patriot. Don't say America first, because you are not. You're lying to yourself and the rest of the world. Taking steps beyond that, you're not the only one who could play that game. But someone defending themselves has justice on their side. Remember that. Stay diligent, stay educated, and be kind. We are all in this together, whether you like it or not. And no matter what color, what creed, what nationality, whatever you disagree with, it's not your right to treat someone that way because you said so. Just remember that.